What's up, YouTube? Tony from the Mississippi Pickers, and welcome to the vlog. It's man, it's a weird time right now. We're all just kind of, sitting in a stationary pattern, just waiting for this thing to be over with so we can get back on with our regularly scheduled programming, so to speak. And it's, man, it starts to wear on your nerves after a while that you can't get out there and get that, what am I trying to say? You gotta have that fix, where you go out and you hunt for stuff and you find that one thing that you bought for 50 cents and you can sell for $500. That don't happen too often, but it does happen. And the fact that I can't get out there and hunt stuff right now is about to kill me. I'm really getting irritated at this virus because I want to go hunt. I know a lot of you guys, probably feel the same way. You really want to go out and look for stuff, but at the same time, if you're like me, well, if you're young, you're probably not too worried about it. And I say young, I mean like if you're in your 40s or under, you're probably not that worried about this thing. But if you're over 50, you're in your 60s, 70s, yeah, then you're probably like I am. I'm almost 60 years old. Got 1 year to go. So when you're my age, you start to worry about it a little bit more. So can't get out there and do what we want to do just yet. But that day, I think, is coming shortly, so I really can't wait. But in the meantime, what I want to talk about today is I've got a room full of acquired stuff over the years, and I've got to start going through it and seeing what's good, what's not good, and kind of make a determination, on whether I need to keep it or trash it. So what I thought I would do is I would make a video. I would start making some videos on the stuff that I have, and I'm going to tell you if I think it's trash, and I'm going to tell you if I'm going to keep it or throw it away. And then you guys can come back and say, hey, Tony, don't throw that away. Or, hey, that thing you were planning on keeping and putting online, maybe you shouldn't. Because, I don't know everything. And you guys may be able to help me out a little bit with that. So, it's just an idea. I got a lot of stuff. We quit selling, like, odds and ends a couple of years ago. But by then we had acquired a whole lot of stuff, so I got a pile of it I need to go through. And I got to keep it or I got to dump it. And that right now, I just don't know which one I'm going to do. But maybe you guys can help me out a little bit. So I'm going to do that. And we'll see how it goes. And I got a lot of stuff to get through. I don't know if I'm going to get through all of it, but I definitely want to sort through some of it, and just start to make a small indention in the pile that I have acquired. I was thinking about, I got a lot of these comic books, and I'll show you guys this. Guys, me and comic books, we used to be friends. I was a pretty big comic book collector at one time. This is a small box. I have 2 large boxes that are, twice as long as these. Same size every other way, but twice as long. And they're completely full. I have another box like this, and they're full of comic books. comic books used to, you know, be something you could sell. But I haven't collected these since the 90s. So I don't know if they're even worth anything anymore. A lot of them were just like this. Daredevil. Oh, what is that? Oh yeah, these are, it's a 0 Hour. It was a series that DC put out. I don't remember what it was all about. Like I said, this has been since like 93, 92, 93, around in there. But I collected from like the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. No, actually, no, I take that back. It was only the 80s and the 90s. That's right. But I mean, I got a lot of stuff. There's a Deep Space Nine. Is that one? Yeah, that's one. Probably worth nothing though. The thing is with these comic books, here's a What If. This is What If Fantastic Four #6. I mean, pull it back a little bit so you can see the whole thing. How about that? And I think I have that. Oh yeah, here's one. Now this is a pretty good one. I know this one's worth some money, but I'd be hard pressed to get rid of it. I don't know. Silver Surfer. And it's the first edition. Look at the price on that thing. 25 cents. I don't know if it's showing up. The covers on these. They've got covers on them to protect them. Some of them, not all of them. But it kind of shines in the light a little bit, so you can't always see every little detail on it if I'm not kind of turning it the correct way. But yeah, that's a good one. I mean, this comic book, man, that's old. That came out, I believe it was in the 70s. I believe that was in the early 70s when that one came out. It was in either the early 70s or late 60s. So that was an old one. That was one of my good ones. I really like these What Ifs. This is What If #1. You see that? That's the, I don't know if you can see the title of that. There you go. And yeah, these are, I mean, let you see the whole cover there. Those are pretty good. But like I said, in my mind, I don't even know if these things are even worth anything anymore, because I've been out of it for so long. I've got to, you know, I'm going to have to individually go through every comic book. I literally have probably 700 comics, maybe 800, I don't know. And it would take a lot of time to individually list each and every one of those. And this is just one of the things that I have put off for so long, and I just don't, you know, I don't even know if it's worth my time to do it, because I mean, I think comic books are kind of out of favor now. I mean, I really don't know. Honestly, I'll say that, but that's just a feeling that I have. I don't know if they are or not. I just don't think there's that many comic book collectors anymore. There may be. If they are, I'm not aware of them. Just because I'm not actively engaged in comics anymore. But then I have things like this. It's this is kind of a one of a kind, really. I've never seen another one. It's a little beat up, but you see that? It's Gorilla Glue. This was a promotional hat that the company put out. See a neat little logo on there? I mean, it's a pretty nice looking hat. It says, I don't know if I can get that on there right. It says, toughest glue on planet Earth. I tried to sell this before, and I really never got any takers for it. Nobody wanted it, I don't guess. But my title probably sucked too. And, you know, I mean, I have a ton of stuff that I need to go through. I mean, that's basically it. I have a ton of stuff that I need to go through. And I don't know, if you've ever had what they call a death pile, then you know what I mean. It's almost depressing thinking about it. You know, about how much of it you have and how much you need to go through and sort the good from the bad, and then trying to let the bad stuff go. I'm at the point though I'm ready to do that. I'm just ready to let the bad stuff go and just, you know, move on with my life and get rid of some of this stuff, because it's kind of out of control. Not that I'm adding to it, because I haven't been thrifting in, what, 6 months now? Almost 6 months. So it's definitely come to a standstill. But then I'm not selling right now either. I mean, my store's at a halt. So I'm just decided to just wait until this whole thing is over before I pick my eBay business back up. And yeah, some people might agree with that, some people may not. Like I said, depending on your age group, you probably will have a varying opinion on that. I know there's a lot of people that are on YouTube that are still actively, you know, selling. Either they've gotten a way to do it because they've got, you know, the postman picks up their stuff. Schedule a pickup. That's what the USPS schedule a pickup. They come by, they pick your stuff up, and carry it off. I could do that. I don't live in a great neighborhood. In my neighborhood, you leave something out for the postman, Bubba walking down the road is going to steal that stuff and take it to his house before the postman gets there. So, you know, I can't do that. Anything that I sell, I have to physically take to the post office to protect it. And I mean, that's just the way it is. So, I mean, that's a little, you know, aggravating that I can't run my business because of the neighborhood I live in. If the neighborhood I live in was a little bit better, then, you know, we could do that, but it's not, so we can't. I'm not saying I have a terrible neighborhood, but, you know, I live in a poor area, okay? And it's not this neighborhood that I live in. I'm talking about the entire state. But particularly the city that I live in and the state that I live in are inherently poor. And if you dangle a bone in front of a dog, he's going to bite that bone. He's going to take it and run with it. So, you don't dangle bones around here. All right, you guys, that's pretty much it, and that's what I wanted to say, and that's what we're going to be doing over the next few weeks, probably. And I'm going to try to get these videos up, you know, a little bit more regularly, and I got to figure out a way to get this done so that I can get some of this junk away from me, because I'm just tired of looking at it. All right, until next time, you guys stay safe and just keep praying for all of us, because we need it. Thanks, you guys. See you later. Bye.